everyone, this is Shamin, Chief Digital Marketing Officer at Sky Digital Agency, and in today's video, I'd like to share with you why I always recommend brands to do two things concurrently. First, the organic strategies, and second, the paid advertising. In a lot of scenarios, a lot of people will tell you that organic marketing strategy has worked because it has worked for them. But on hindsight, just by spending a little bit of money, you get your reach, you get the outcomes that you are looking for. And number three, you have marketing and business goals that advertising would probably do the work for you on an immediate basis. So if I were to put in $50 a day for 7 days, I spend about $350, I would have a certain outcome, whether it's click-through rates or viewership or followers. So that's why advertising is very important. Although today I'm more talking from the perspective of TikTok, I would say that this is kind of similar application and mindset and strategy through all social media platforms, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. Now, comes to the cost of advertising. Although for TikTok right now, you can start advertising with like $10 a day, $20 a day. Actually, on TikTok's end, they recommend for the daily budget to be about $50 a day minimum, and run the ad for about a week minimally to let TikTok kind of figure out the audience. And I want to explain the reason why they need this amount and the period of time. In terms of audience, there is basically about 1 million regular users on TikTok, okay, when we talk about Singapore's context, Singapore demographics. Whereas in Instagram, there's 3 million, slightly more than 3 million. On Facebook, there's slightly more than 5 million today. When a platform has more users that they can show your ads to, it becomes a little bit more easier for them to reach your objective at a lower cost. And for TikTok, they have a lesser audience. So that's kind of like the difference. And if you think that $50 is very expensive, this is one explanation I can give you. If you take a look at my videos, I stopped posting for a while on TikTok, basically because I think for TikTok to work organically, there are many considerations. And I think that to a certain extent, I know for profiles that have made it on TikTok is because actually there's a manual push on TikTok's end for the content. I have one video that did very well, and that was because TikTok actually reached out to me, but after that the guy actually just MIA all the way from TikTok. So my profile didn't go through. So they actually pushed this video out to people and they reached out to me, but which is quite similar to a lot of my friends who are doing very well on TikTok right now. And that's the reason why I think that you need to have both the content, organic content strategies on TikTok and the paid strategies. If you don't have the paid strategies, it is kind of like helping people to get to know you on TikTok and talk a little bit about your perspective on certain things. The limit currently is 3 minutes instead of 1 minute. But a lot of times people actually lose their focus after 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how you can set up your profile to start advertising. I set it up quite some time ago because when I was exploring TikTok, after that they also reached out to me because they were onboarding agencies to advertise for their clients and to bring clients on board. But at the point of time, the minimum they needed the clients to spend was in thousands, and a lot of my clients are just not ready to advertise. I mean, they are ready to advertise, but they're not ready to spend so much just on TikTok advertising. I think it has been a journey for TikTok, and that is another video or another conversation altogether. But I would like to share with you two things today in this video. Number one, how you can set up your ad account. Number two, where you can get your TikTok ad ideas. And more importantly, what are some considerations you should have when creating an ad on TikTok? And if you have any questions at all about TikTok or TikTok advertising, feel free to drop a comment. Happy to help you as much as I can. So without further ado, let's dive into the 2 points I'd like to share with you today. In terms of TikTok advertising, currently, a lot of people are still not doing it. So there is a huge potential space and opportunity for you as a business. I'm going to share two things. Number one, if you're looking at TikTok advertising, you can just Google this keyword called TikTok Ad Manager. Usually there will be a few results, but anything that ends with tiktok.com or ads.tiktok.com, this is getstarted.tiktok.com, both are legitimate TikTok links. Okay, so all you need to do is just create an account. They will ask you to sign up. It's almost immediate in terms of the approval for your account. All right. And in terms of bidding, the good news is that it really looks exactly like the Facebook Ad Manager. I would say it is like 70-80% similar. I think the only difference is that you have probably just video and image options instead of like things like carousels, which you have on Facebook. I think in terms of ad objective, which we're going to take a look at shortly, it's quite similar to Facebook as well. If you have created a TikTok account for your business, all you need to do is just use your TikTok account to create a business account. So one advertising account is tied to one TikTok account. If you are in a unique situation like me, where you would like an agency account, you can reach out to them and they can actually create a TikTok agency account for you. I don't know whether they will convert your existing account. I can't remember what they exactly did for me to have like one account to manage a few advertising accounts. And currently there's a limit actually, but I think eventually they probably wouldn't limit each agency account on how many accounts you can have to advertise. I'm going to share with you a tool which I think it's quite important if you are looking at, say, creating an ad. And I found one that I really like, kind of think of your storyboarding for animations. All right, so let's take a look at some ads. And this tool, they call it the TikTok Creative Center, features top ads in each industry. If you log in, you actually get to explore a little bit more. So I think this one, if I'm not wrong, is by DBS. Yeah, correct, it's DBS. I can see their watermark. Okay, so this is a very good case study ad. Let's take a look at Singapore and the industry. I'm going to do financial sectors. I did take a look at a few, but I think that there is one that I personally like. I think UOB is okay. It's quite consistent with their other ads that they're running on YouTube, on Facebook. But look at, okay, this video is by Standard Chartered. Personally, I don't think it's very well done. I couldn't really tell that it was from Standard Chart to the last part where it was a little bit more obvious because of branding. So let's take a look at UOB ad versus Money Hour, which is this ad. And you can see the objective here is video views, whereas here is traffic for all four. Some of them have different objectives such as conversions and lead generation, which we'll take a look at shortly. So this is one of the ads.
With experts we trust, the right choice is simple. With Simple Invest, choose from 3 portfolios designed and managed by experts, or a curated list of over 100 unit trusts.
Okay, very simple. They introduce the ad quite quickly. It's recognizable. Whereas for Stan Chart, actually the ad was a little bit, in terms of color, styling and everything, it's not very consistent. I couldn't recognize it, even though I'm familiar with Stan Chart. Okay, I used to have an account with Stan Chart as well. Let's look at Money Hour. Short and sweet, have a little bit more control in the color. And all these colors play a big part in people recognizing your brand and your message, right? So let's take a look at other objectives, which is, I think I saw it under education. So let's take a look. All right, here you can see conversions, reach, and lead generation. So in terms of the ad objective, is quite similar. And I hope that this things and this resource called TikTok Creative Center helps you to get ideas for your TikTok ads. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I hope to create more videos about TikTok for you. We do have a video that's coming up that we interviewed one of our TikTok marketing trainers. I'm a little bit more focused on TikTok advertising. I do teach TikTok in other schools as well, but the curriculum that is at our agency is the sole purpose of personal branding. So if you're looking more at generic strategies, not so much of personal branding, that is what I teach. And also on the advertising part is the minimum budget that's suggested by TikTok. Currently it's still quite high, it's $50 a day. It's unlike like Facebook and Instagram ads where $10 to $20 a day actually works for lead generation and things like that. There are two reasons why. Number one, the number of users daily on the platform. Number two, there's still not a lot of advertisers on the platform yet. So they kind of like have the average out. It's just like, I would say the concept might be like buying insurance, right? If there are 100,000 people buying compared to 10,000 people buying, so the price actually affects the consumers in that sense, or customers in that sense. So in your case, you're a customer to TikTok when you advertise, right? That's the logic. I hope that makes sense to you. Hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.